Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. I'm going to do a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else to appreciate. And we are going to get into it. So, before I get into it, thank you so much for your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and donations. It really does help out the channel, and I am so grateful. So, thank you, truly. All right. So, this was a card that actually came out in the previous reading. So I will link that at the end. I'm feeling that it's a slightly different thread of energy, but it's for some of you, you may resonate with the previous one. That's what I just heard. Okay. So, yeah, I don't feel it's a continuation of that message. I just feel that energetically, that other reading might apply. So I'll link it at the end. Let's see. The song that came out today for this one is called Stardust, and it's by a group called Twisted. So, the part that I wrote down is, what's this, you ask? I can't say, because what I'm selling here today affects each in a different way, and I'd be glad to give you a little sample, but a dabble isn't ample. And plus, if people see, then I'll get trampled. Grab hold of my hand, ma'am, and walk with me. Don't go hiding in the back and try to talk to me. I can see 'em start to well up in your eyes like raindrops falling from the sky. Give it a try. Okay, so this is a funny message. Basically, what I'm picking up is this is going to be for a collective who is really starting to wake up to the system. Ah, and really, really see things from a different perspective. Okay. For some of you, you have been made aware of certain things that are striking anger. This can be the energy of like, feeling like you were lied to, basically, with what you were taught in school, what you're being told by corporate giants. I gotta be a little cautious here. I don't know exactly what I can say and what not. So, hopefully you can read between the lines. Basically, what it is it's becoming aware of the fact that there's systems in play that don't have the masses' best interest in mind, that they're very much driven by greed and money. Um with that, I just heard money's not the root of all evil. It's people who choose to do evil things with money that can make it appear that way. Just know that money is a neutral frequency, and $1 billion in one person's hands is going to change millions of lives for the better, and then in another person's hands it's going to change millions of lives potentially for the worse. And so that's a little side note for somebody. um with this, what I'm picking up is, again, we're talking okay, the past few messages have been talking about different phases of awakening. And okay, table that. um I actually, okay, I'm being called to say it. So I might do a mini series on the different phases of awakening. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a mini series on it because there's different phases that we go through. And it's just nice to have like a heads up or some insight on, exactly what's going on when you're going through these phases. Um so with this phase, this is what I would term the anger phase of awakening. And it's kind of just part of the process. There's different systems in play that will trigger an awakening in somebody. And so it varies. For some people, it's going to be education. Some people, it's going to be the medical system. Some people, it's going to be the political system. Some people, it's going to be, understanding different things like how media can, literally program the mind and so on and so forth. That's a different rabbit hole. Um, I'm missing some big ones. What are the big ones? Spirit, education, political, medical. Just yeah, there are these being aware of oppressive systems in place that are not discriminatory. They're yeah. So I'm gonna leave that there. Um, what I want to get into is this anger part of it. And the thing is do your best to I mean, it's at some point you do have to just allow yourself to feel it. And so find a way that is healthy for you to move that anger through your body. Don't suppress it and also don't sit in it. And that's the biggest thing. When we sit in that anger and then we start to get paranoid, and then it's like, eh, everything's this and everything's that, and it's you're still on that fear vibration. And so just understand this is an energetic thing. So if you jump from not being aware of it and then being aware of it but being angry and paranoid and fearful of it, you're still on that same frequency. So things are being illuminated to you right now so you can transcend it. So you can be like, okay, I'm aware of it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to educate myself, and I'm going to pull myself out of these systems. Sometimes it's like one by one, you know. Um, but when you pull yourself out of those systems and then you just recognize that there's systems in play for control, basically, in some way or form, whether that's monetary control or, whatever else, it's by seeing it and observing it and understanding what the purpose is that they serve, then you can transcend it and go, okay, I just don't subscribe to that anymore. I just educate myself to have alternative things, alternative medicine, alternative education, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, and I'm seeing I'm seeing the color red right now. So, for that, what I'm hearing is, do your best to allow yourself to see the red and release it at the same time. Um, Okay, and then part of that is working on the root chakra as well. When our root chakra is balanced, it gives the ability to transcend a lot of these oppressive systems in play easier, basically. So just continue to work on the root chakra, allow yourself to be, to feel those feelings, and then allow them to move and release them so that you can transcend it. Even quicker and really enter more into that like universal love frequency. And then that's when you're just kind of transcended, and we're still human. We're still going to get caught up in it and everything else. But it's just being aware of it allows you to come at certain areas and aspects of your life in a different way. And so that's really what's happening right now is you're being shown alternative paths. And so first, is the awareness that the path that you've been told is for your highest good might not be. And that can be, a very hard pill to swallow. Okay, and for some of you, what I'm also like seeing and hearing is you've recently gone through a third eye opening or activation. And that's part of what is allowing you to see these systems in play, basically. And so with that, trust what you're seeing and know that you are seeing certain things very clearly now. And you're going to be shown enough to help you continue to awaken and transcend certain things that are no longer serving you. Okay, cool. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, well, with that, I feel like that pretty much sums it up. So I hope this helps. If so, you can let me know in the comments below. If you like this message, you can hit that like button. If you would like to see more content from me, feel free to hit subscribe. It is free, it doesn't cost anything. And I will see you on the next message. Bye.